Hey people, technically good morning. It's around what, 2 a.m. Eastern time, around 2 a.m., a little bit over 2 a.m. And normally, like I call said, people, this is one of my rants in the dark, where when you wake up in the middle of the night or some time in the night, and you maybe laying down in your bed at home or just laying up, and you just happen to open your eyes up, and you don't really, you just lay down and look up at the ceiling. And while you looking at the ceiling, you having all kind of thoughts, about a lot of stuff, certain life events, certain things. You think about that you didn't accomplish that yet. Some things you want to accomplish, but you haven't literally got there yet. But you on your way to doing it, or somehow you found your way to the path, and you haven't got completely on the path yet, but your left foot is on the road. You think about a lot of shit, man, when you just laying down in the bed or in the bunk or whatever. And that's me. You wake up and have these thoughts, about shit that you could have done better, but you didn't. Shit that you wanted to do, but you never got to do it. You just have like most thoughts that most people have when they be laying down in the bed. And my thoughts that I had, just looking up at the ceiling, be various shit. It may be like shit that happened to me that day or the next day, shit that happened the following day. And you be like, how the fuck they went down like that? Like, a couple days ago, I was on a panel, because I've been on a lot of damn panels, especially in the manosphere, in the YouTube spaces, And like I keep telling you, I had several channels taken down. I haven't got my channel demonetized and shit, but I had a couple channels that were suspended, and then they'll suspend on YouTube. At least YouTube suspend your channels for a year, especially if they not demonetized and shit. Cause demonetization, a lot of people say, well, they take you off YouTube if you monetize your channel, you gotta say certain shit you can't really get, because get outlandish with the shit you say, because your channel is monetized and you getting paid for it, you get ad placement and shit like that. Well, I forsake that because I ain't want to get, I'd rather be able to say what I want to say and get paid for it and shit like that. But that don't mean that YouTube don't suspend your channel for a certain amount of time or put you in YouTube jail. Now, when they completely platform your shit like they did, if anybody in YouTube know about Cynthia G, they just completely demonetized her channel, deplatformed her channel. And they were saying she was saying a lot of misandry shit about black men and shit like that. That a lot of the shit just due to the fact she laid up with a Negro, a dusty ass nigga named, they call him Dirty Dick Rob, and this nigga got multiple baby mamas and shit. Now, me personally, I don't think nobody should be demonetized or deplatformed for their, for their First Amendment right, freedom of speech. And when you do shit like that, that set up precedent for shit to come for you. So you got a lot of people who fucking sensitive and they fucking about what somebody say, and they get in their feelings about it. We want to get him demonetized because they saying this and that and that. So basically, you want them to be silenced, because you don't like what they saying and it offends you. So the fuck what? Move on and hey, you learn from it. Or you find a rebuttal to rebuttal that shit. You rebuttal it. That's what normal motherfuckers do. You move on from it and shit like that. You don't just have people demonetized then. I disagree with niggas in the manosphere when they were talking about, yeah, man, they got sent to G demonetized. I said, man, so what you doing? Y'all setting up precedent so you can't say what the fuck you want to say. Now for somebody demonetized in your ass, and now you getting censored. And like I had like, since I've been on TikTok, I had 2 channels removed. This is my 3rd fucking channel on TikTok. I got the Twitter, but since Twitter turned to fucking X, it ain't nothing but that. You might as well call that the goddamn porn cycle. That's all you see is bitches up there twerking, shaking their asses and shit. Doing all that kind of shit. And then when you tell them when they do shit like that, when you try to tell them, say, you setting up a bad precedent for yourself. They don't care. They don't care about their image and shit. A lot of these women, they go around shaking their head. They do not give a fuck about their image. They'll say, well, you look, I say, yeah, duh, no, of course, you fucking ass, you a chick, you shaking your ass, most guys gonna look. And that's another thing I always tell motherfuckers. If you lay up with dogs, you're gonna wake up with fleas. The majority of these black chicks, I'm just keep it real. You look at the niggas they with, and you like this nigga like the way these niggas behavior, and you see why their relationships fail. And I'm just gonna be honest, man. Black people make fucking horrible choices when it comes to picking a mate. They pick mates on their physical prowess more so than what their mental capacity. And a lot of these Negroes, I'm just be honest, a lot of y'all Negroes are fucking troglodytes. Y'all motherfucker, y'all brains is in the lower region of y'all bodies, not at the top region where it belongs in. So a lot of y'all, I see chicks up here with dudes and shit, and the first thing I always look at a chick is they ring finger. I noticed they have 4 or 5 kids, no ring on their finger. At the first child you have by a nigga, you don't got no ring on their finger, that nigga is not gonna marry you. He just having babies with your ass at that point. And that a lot of motherfuckers hate to hear that. But that's the truth. If a nigga with you and you have 2 or 3 children, I ain't trying to be even harsh. I'm just saying, if you with a guy, sister, and you have 1 kid, okay, you have 1 kid, you still with this guy. You have 2 kids with this guy. Now you pushing, but no ring on the finger. Don't you think have you ever thought about why this guy, and you'll say shit, well, I really wasn't ready for marriage yet. Bullshit. It ain't that fact you wasn't ready for marriage. It's just this guy wasn't ready for that commitment yet to you. Because he already had other commitments. And see, a lot of guys, after, they don't marry you, you have 3 or 4 kids by this guy who was unproductive in his fucking life, didn't do shit in his life, haven't been productive in his life. So you end up divorcing him, now you 4 or 5 kids in. And the way the world changing right now, man, guys don't want to deal with women with children, especially guys that have their shit together, guys that got resources, tangible, not no street resources like hustling and shit. I'm talking about things that's solid. Guys that got their mind on right. These guys, they